Hello guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Emoji and this is unknown content. So if you like these videos, like, subscribe, turn on post notification bells and leave a comment. So today I'm gonna talk about something which most people who are not tech savvy people usually don't understand, and that thing is the fact that having a quad camera setup and having a double setup or a triple setup usually isn't that different. Okay, let me say this. For example, you have a double camera setup comprising of a main and an ultra wide. Both of those cameras work very well. You can even use them as a macro camera to add on top of that. Okay, that's cool. But okay, let me say you have a triple camera setup. Okay, we have a main, a wide, and maybe say a macro. This is where things start to get a little bit complicated, because a macro is used to for those close-up shots, but you can also do the same with the main camera sensor. So that's where my problem starts. You mainly see people who overpay for a macro camera instead of, like, you can do that the same thing on your main. So this thing is kind of like very complex to me to know that kind of cell phone companies are charging people more for a macro camera, which doesn't even cost that much. But I know some of people say no, it's for the aesthetics, it's for the design, to make it look, to make it pop out, to make it, well, eccentric. But to me, it just seems like you are ripping off people. Okay, let me just say this: you have a double setup camera comprising of a main and a wide. Say it costs around $200. Okay, let's say you have the very same setup again: a main, a wide, but this time you add a macro, and a cell phone manufacturer decided to sell it for approximately $250 or dollars. Well, for me, this doesn't seem very much in line with what most people should do, because a macro camera doesn't usually have that much. It doesn't. Most people don't even use it. I don't know if you use a macro camera or you like it. I'm sorry, but you guys know that the fact that most manufacturers use a 2 megapixel macro camera, in which those macro cameras suck to such a point where in which you need to open your Photoshop just to edit that photo you took. I mean, the same can be done on your main with AI. Like, take for the Huawei Mate 40 or P40 series, in which they use AI to edit their photo in after taking them. So to me, that's a very good use of AI. Even if a Huawei phone had only one camera, they would still use their AI to, say, zoom, shoot macro, and on top of that, do all that other stuff, because you know what, it's AI, and AI is very helpful. Okay, let me just say something else. We have 4 camera setup, okay, including a telephoto, a macro, a wide, and a main. Okay, so this is where things start to get a bit complicated, because now you have 4 instead of 3 or 2. So most people will ask me, which phone should I get? The one with the wide or an ultra wide? The one with the 3 sensors, which the third one is a macro, or the one with the telephoto and a macro? Well, for me, I would usually say get one with 2 cameras, because it's better. You can usually zoom in or go up close with the main camera. Then that will take over as the macro. So in technical terms, you would have 3 cameras. Or I don't know if this thing's just the way I think, or I may be wrong. Okay, now let's talk about another one. A death, death. Uh, yes, let's just go with that. So, what's the main? Why do we use a depth camera? Of course, to add depth into depth. But I'm just, you know what I'm saying, depth to a certain picture. But that can also be done using AI, or your main camera can do that. So it comes to one question I would like to ask: why? Why so many unnecessary cameras, in which you can just get a thing from one camera, such as the Pixel phones? They do a phone camera so well, such a point you should be wondering, why isn't every phone done like this? A Pixel phone can have one camera. You can shoot a wide and a normal picture. You can use it to zoom in. Fine, that's like three cameras in one. You have a macro, you can use it for close-up shots. You have a main, and you have a zoom from one lens, from a pixel lens. Just say that. Okay, well, this thing comes down to one thing: money. And I know a ton of companies out there, Apple, chargers, Samsung, following soon suit with chargers, will say they will say it's for design, to make a phone feel special. But why does it need to feel special at the expense of a customer or a consumer? Of course, I will never know, but I will give you a guess. Money, profit, and heavy guys. And there's one thing which I find funny nowadays. The fact that an iPhone used to be so expensive. You have to sell your liver, sell your kidneys just to obtain one. But in recent years, or let me just say this year, things have changed. Right now you can find a Samsung Galaxy device for approximately $1,400 or bucks, depending on where you live, or euros. Yes. And an iPhone just at $1,099. I know some people still complain that an iPhone is more expensive than an Android. And you still need to sell your kidneys for an iPhone. Well, for me, I know Apple has them a lot of subscriptions and of that stuff. That's why most people complain about it. But it just seems a bit unsettling for me. I thought of that an iPhone costing $200 to $300 more than an iPhone. Well, this is just my thought anyway. Sorry for listening, going on and on, relieving my stress. Just that I'm kind of in a very dark space right now because of this camera stuff and all of this expensive stuff. Even flagships are now adopting this thing. Not to say that they are very bad macro cameras. There are those with 5 megapixel cameras which do a very good job. But I like to hear what you guys think about this issue. Down in the comments. Yeah. So yeah, be sure to like, subscribe, turn on post notification bells, and leave a comment. And if you like, and tell me what are your thoughts on the matter of cameras and cell phone pricing. Yeah, that's been all for today, guys. I'm Emoji. This is unknown content. Glitch out.